Metroid Primo Remina. I know exactly where I need to go, so I'm not backtracking this stream. I am... So, my last stream ended with me completing this room, backtracking, realizing I didn't need to backtrack, and then dying. So, I am now redoing these rooms, and then I have to go through what I assume is a door here. But it shouldn't take long. And I know exactly what I need to do. I'm gonna lower my audio a tick. Thoughts on Destiny 2? Destiny 2 is fun, but it's empty calorie gaming. You don't really get anything out of Destiny 2. It has the same issue most MOBAs have. Or most MMOs have. It's fun, but why are you playing it? I think the one scenario where if you told me you play Destiny 2 and I wouldn't judge you for it is if your friends play it. It's probably a fun game if you have a couple of buddies, but if you're the kind of gamer that just plays stuff solo, don't play Destiny 2. It's not worth it. Yeah, I gotta kill the grunts, but I can't... This is kind of a mini-boss room, but I don't know if I did that already. Nope, I didn't. Let's go. It's so... I'm still getting used to the fact that you can't scroll between stuff you're focusing. You can't switch your lock on. It's okay though. Come on. I did remember something that I mentioned earlier, but I'll need to... I guess I can show it now. I need to pull up. I pull up. Okay, so you guys know Ultra Kill, right? You know Gabriel, one of the main villains of Ultra Kill. Big machine! Voiced by Gianni, of course. This guy. Who could forget him? So, I had the feeling that the design reminded me of something, and someone in my Discord found the Yu-Gi-Oh card I was talking about, and it's a Yu-Gi-Oh called Elemental Hero The Shining? Or just Elemental Hero Shine? Tell me if these two characters look similar to you. I'm curious. I'd like my chat to tell me, am I crazy? Or is there something here? Because this was made in like 1996. And the trivia for Gabriel on the website doesn't say that it was inspired by The Shining. But come on. And to be clear, I don't think it's an issue. I love it. I like inspired design, but I never realized that Gabriel may have been a referential character in design. But if you look at the knees, the way the knees are bent, the actual thing, the halo behind Gabriel compared to the thing behind The Shining, and just the, you know, armor-like body structure. So, fun fact about Ultra Kill. Gabriel is a dead-on reference to The Shining. I've been contemplating messaging Hakita about it, but I almost get the feeling he's probably gotten that message before. And if I'm not the first to notice, then why bother? And again, I'm well aware that's not copying or stealing. It's obviously a design inspired by another design, which is fine. Just not always readily obvious. Group. I didn't practice my art today, as I have been drawing like muscles, but I did go to the gym and I almost cried at it from trying too hard, which I think is a good thing. So I've gotten my fill of muscles today. My biggest fear with exercising has been getting the C3PO arms, where you do too much and you just end up not being able to use your body. So I've had to like really ease myself into doing it again. And today was the first day where I felt comfortable actually really doing those extra 5 rowing machines. As long as you don't end up looking like Dr. Livesey with very thin legs. Well, see, the thing is, I actually enjoy doing leg stuff more than I do arm stuff. Don't take that out of context. I like running and doing the treadmill a lot more than I like doing weights. Weights are more boring. I can enjoy it if I really apply myself, but I'm way more comfortable running on a treadmill for 40 minutes than I am doing weights for 40 minutes. How's the process of getting used to the workouts and learning them properly? So, the thing is, I kind of have gamer brain at the gym, so I don't go there with a scavenger hunt list of I gotta do this machine 3 times with 30 reps. I just kind of walk around doing stuff one by one until I get bored. So I'll just do like... I still don't know the names of any of the machines, but I'll like do one of those... I'll do the rowing machine 50 times, and then I'll do the rowing machine where you push it upwards 50 times. Then I'll do the rowing machine where you like crank 2 knobs forward. Everything is a rowing machine to me at the gym. Even if it's not. But it's also fun that way. It's fun. I'm going to a gym that has enough machines that I can kind of... I like to look at the gym like an open world video game. I like to imagine... To put it in gamer terms, I like to imagine I'm playing Breath of the Wild, and each machine is a shrine. And I gotta complete all the shrines, but it doesn't matter what order you do them in either. You can just find one and complete it. And that's how I work out. The gamer regimen. And it works for me. I think in the long term, I'm gonna need to get better at focusing areas, hitting different spots. But I'm pretty good at sort of covering my bases, doing the core body workout, upper arms, legs. And after that, I don't I don't overthink it much. That was one of the funniest ragdolls I've ever seen in this game. Okay, I'm gonna be pretty methodical here, because there's a few rooms I gotta do. Gianni sometimes does streams where he invites a guest to play an arena FPS and he asks them questions. That sounds like Gianni. Yeah, if he ever asks me, I'd 100% do that. I mean, I don't want to impose on him and ask to be on it, because it's his program, but I can tell you if he ever asks me that I'd be down. Gonna go save. Running is fun. I've told you guys about the Weezer workout, right? The Weezer regimen. It was what I was doing when I first started exercising. So you go for a run, but you just jog for most of it, and whenever, like, you listen to a Weezer album, and whenever a guitar solo starts playing, you run as fast as you can. And when the solo ends, you can go back to jogging. And that's the Weezer regimen. And it was actually fun. I know it sounds dumb. And obviously you can listen to whatever music you want. But it's actually a really good motivator to kind of match tempo to whatever you're listening to. I've tried running with podcasts, but it just doesn't... I don't know. If I'm exercising, I need to let my mind wander, idea to idea, or I have to think solely on the task I'm doing. I don't like trying to also digest information. Damn, I guess I do have to redo this room, even if I go back to save, which makes the entire point of me doing that null. Although I can maybe beat it with more health this time. I was pretty low before. Got it. Are there any Metroid rides at Nintendo Land? I'm gonna be so sad if they have no Metroid stuff there. I did a 9-mile ramp-up long run and just listened to Pinkerton and it was hell. Oh, brother. I can imagine. You must have been going fucking hard at the end of Get You, though. When that solo hits. You're hitting 9 miles an hour. Stream's lagging. It's not showing any problems on my end. Like, my stream capture's fine, and I haven't had any errors in Streamlabs, so if it's laggy, it might be on my end, but I also think it might just be something with Twitch. $7.30 paid. Good shit, my dude. Okay, I am way better prepared for this room this time. I'm not gonna read the codex since I did the end of the last stream. But basically, they've been doing scientific tests on the Metroids And some of them have been mutating. And I get the feeling all the scientists died. Also, they've been freezing them in blocks of ice, basically. I am done with you shooting my back. This game makes so much more sense once you kind of realize they want you to lock on and then peek behind corners. Like, you're really supposed to play this like it's a horror game. Is there any method to combat in this game? Other than what I just said, not really. I think you asked that before I said it, but the combat is really... I mean, there's a bit of method. Like, some enemies will die to a certain one-shot. Like, some of them are weaker to the wave beam, the purple. With the turrets and stuff, you can usually kind of two-tap them with a charged normal shot. But for the most part, it really is just kind of staring and shooting. It really depends on what you're fighting. Some things have sweet spots. Some things just die instantly. But yeah, these games were never really designed for high velocity combat to begin with. I'm wondering whether these are biomachines that just have, like, wings, or if they were testing on monsters and they just turned these aliens into cyborgs. Or if there's something that's just, like, genetically born to look like a robot. But I could probably count on one hand how many people know Metroid lore, so the chances of me getting an answer are low. Hey, Vottle. They're just space pirates. Yeah. It would be cool if I could open these early, that way I don't have to deal with them later. It's not an option, though. Yoink. I gotta go turn off 2 more terminals. When's the next Steam sale? It's gotta be summer, right? I don't know if there's a date they usually do those. Because there's about 9 games. This year, I'm gonna play every game I buy in the Steam sale. And I'm also gonna buy a lot of games. Honestly, if they do like a Bethesda bundle, I could probably knock out most of those. Is it fair to say New Vegas is the most popular Fallout game? Maybe not most popular. I've been trying to decide whether I play New Vegas or Fallout 3. just based off of reception. But I never hear anybody talk about Fallout 3 these days, but I always hear people talk about New Vegas. July? That checks out. I did put a lot of time into Fallout 76. But I played it before they actually added NPCs, so I don't know if I don't know how much of it I've actually played. I hear more people talk about 4 than 3. I hear more people shit on 4 than they do talk about 3. I still have to play Skyrim. I've been procrastinating it by downloading more and more mods. I mean, it sounds like you're playing Skyrim even if you're downloading mods. I feel like Skyrim is one of those games that doesn't necessarily age well. It's not that Skyrim is bad, it's that Skyrim was great for its time. In 2011, when Skyrim came out, it was mind-blowing. But now we've seen so many games rip off Skyrim, or do Skyrim better, that by comparison, you start to realize every dungeon in Skyrim is the same cave system of, like, skeleton tombs and generic terrible staves. What door? Oh. So this isn't a door I can actually open. Huh. Okay, so then I was dead either way last stream, because I thought I would regret turning back. But yeah, Skyrim was almost all... It's just like... I can't remember the details of the Imperials versus the whatever the other faction in Skyrim is. The Nords. It just... It had all of the ingredients of a good meal, and then it undercooked it. I'm trying to think of the best aspects of Skyrim. And I mean, it is sort of like reading a half-decent book. It's fun to explore the world, because they put a lot of thought into how the different trying to think of the word, like, the different towns have different vibes. You can tell there's sort of a political atmosphere to how... Not that I can remember a single name, but like the wintry place, the snowy place, made out of stone. They kind of hold themselves up from the politics of Whiterun. Yeah, I'm not even convincing myself, to be completely honest. Stormcloaks, that's the other one. Imperials and Stormcloaks. Yeah, it's just... I feel like Skyrim didn't have brevity with its story, because they were trying to hit so many notes that I feel like developers have realized you do not need to hit with a game. And I agree with the person who said just play Elden Ring, because Elden Ring understands it's cool to explore different towns and areas. It's not cool to have to digest 8 side quests of information on top of the main quest. Especially when every side quest in Skyrim is just go to this random obscure fucking rock in the middle of the map and pick up an item, and then come back to me with it. So it's just an excuse to go somewhere. It's not very diegetic. Windhelm? That sounds right. Now, I haven't played much Oblivion, but there are cool set pieces in Skyrim. That like winter mage college was a really cool area. That I don't know that place that's full of machines, that dungeon that was for some reason like way more advanced than a lot of the rest of Skyrim, with all of the cogs. That was a really cool dungeon. If every area in Skyrim were like that place, it would have been a way better game. But it's not. Because half of Skyrim is just filler content. Skyrim really felt like the era of gaming where they learned they could make an open map, but they didn't know how to populate it with things yet. So you just end up with a lot of things that are very clearly copy-pasted and then slightly tweaked. Which, again, Elden Ring does really well, because it doesn't feel copy-pasty. There's a few times where those dudes on horses start to feel a little cheap, but it's more than serviceable. I'm gonna play this slow, because I gotta get through 3 rooms with 2 bars of health. If you do ever play Skyrim, just play as a mage. If you want to really make the most of it and have fun, I feel like the magic in Skyrim... I know the meta is just playing stealth marksman, but I feel like there's such a discrepancy in how fun each playstyle is. Like, magic was just the most fun way to play Skyrim, and it was kind of boring to play with swords in comparison. It's like, what, you can throw a little magic lightning on your blade? Like, that's it? Like, just... you either go all in on this stealth marksman, or play magic. Because otherwise you're getting a super lukewarm RPG. Magic swordsman. I mean, you can dual wield, but more fun to dual wield magic. Also, I feel like a lot of the decisions you make in Skyrim were kind of superfluous. Like, you have to choose a side. You have to side with the Imperials or the Stormcloaks. And whichever you pick, you just end up sort of assisting them throughout the war, but it still culminates in the same dragon fight. You still go up to the top of the Yeti Mountain, to meet the Nine. Like, it's just the same game, no matter how you play it. And like, all of the story differences come down to just what dialogue you get from who. And if someone dies, you just get the dialogue from someone else. Oh yeah, you can't actually kill mainline NPCs in Skyrim either, so... you don't worry, everyone has plot armor in Skyrim. Even the children, even though they're not in the plot at all. Elden Ring was a bit front-loaded. Front-loaded? In what way? I didn't feel like it was that bad. I felt like once you got out of the tutorial and you see that first horse guy. I mean, I guess you can go anywhere, but you do have to go up that hill just to get the lady. Just to be able to upgrade. I see what you mean, but I didn't have an issue with Elden Ring's beginning. Also, Baggy, would I make a video on driving mechanics? I don't think so. That sounds like something Noodle would do, not me. I was never crazy about driving games. Unless they make another Twisted Metal. Wouldn't count on it. So I have the thermal visor now, but I don't really know what that unlocks. This is new, though. Oh. Go there. My only issue was that Elden Ring was my first Souls game, and the progression of your character was so fucking vague. I didn't know what to do and was weak as fuck forever until I started over and did it right. I had that problem too, believe it or not, and I played many Souls games prior to it. Yeah. That's kind of a hurdle in any Souls game, to be honest. They don't really... There's no part in Dark Souls 3 where they tell you just spend souls on vitality and strength and you'll beat the entire game. It's kind of just something you figure out or look up. Like there really is even though you can go anywhere in Elden Ring, you kind of shouldn't until you're at least level 20. Because if you aren't going up the hill to fight the guy on the bridge and getting your levels and all that, you're just gonna end up in bumfuck nowhere with no great items to fight with. Okay. I know I'm looking silly here, but that's because I don't see the way up. I think I do now, though. I also maintain that Miriam Fuckface was the worst fight in all of Elden Ring. That lady that just teleports everywhere constantly in the middle of a library. While spamming missiles at you. That was an actual masochist fight. Where's the power thing?
Recording to logbook.
I don't really know where to go. I know where I need to go, but I don't know how to escape this room is the issue. Because earlier I had to shoot a... I had to shoot a little, like, valve to open the doors. But now there's no valve, so... Meh. Wow. I felt so stuck on that door. It was just a normal door. But in my defense, everything turns purple. So it's hard to tell when something is actually purple. I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, honestly, once I finish 1, I think I am gonna play Prime 2 with Prime Hack. Because unless I get a Wii Nunchuck to get the full authentic experience, playing lock-on shooter is a little backwards. I do have a Wii U lying around, so... But I don't want to touch my Wii U. Stop it. Thanks, extra homies. Thank you. Alright, back in business. If you looked at my face with the thermal visor on, it would be blood red right now. It would be blue. No, blood red, because blue is cold. I mean, I don't need to have thermal on, but this is what it looks like without it. And I don't believe I can use lock-on in this darkness either. That's the main issue. Like, I can see without it, but I can't shoot without it. Pretty clear though. I made it through the thick of it. That's new. I am 1 HP. No! They should really have guardrails in this facility. It's violating a lot of OSHA guidelines. Sometimes you have to divert brain cells away from the linguistics department. I'm gonna see if I can just rush through. Nope. That was actually quite a fatal mistake I've just made. You can kind of two-shot the big boys if you lay it up right. I wonder if I can, like... Did that kill? It seems like you can shoot twice if you throw a missile while fully charged. So thanks for the raid. God damn, BFG. What is this? Only the definitive Nintendo first-person shooter Metroid Prime, but remastered. It's like Doom, but the rooms are way slower. And every 40 minutes you go, wait, I'm walking the totally wrong direction. You know Simon Says, where it's like, touch the blue button. You're gonna be doing that with the mini-map. Constantly. Like, where's the blue square? Getting out of here. Okay, last time I rushed through this room and ended up losing 3 of my bars, so I'm gonna not do that. Fuck, they killed. Wow, I'm just realizing that eats 5 rockets at once. How much does it do if I just do a normal shot? 12 to 7. You love lean? Can you name the 3 primary ingredients in lean right now, since you love it so much? In approximate volumetric quantities. Drug gatekeeping. It's called waiting till you're 18 to drink. I wouldn't call a driver's license gatekeeping driving. But I really wanna know. There's one more. Why is the FPS so bad? That's a good question. It shouldn't be. Hey, Lil Uzi Squirt, have you heard of Weezer? I have this theory that anytime too many Zoomers get in my chat, if I just talk about Weezer long enough, they'll leave. And I want to test that theory. So it actually turns out that the half-Japanese girl that Rivers was singing about in El Scorcho was actually half Korean. It's true. He like in a Genius annotation, amended that. Oh, it looks like I am getting frame drops now. Consistently. You weren't lying when you said that. I'm not sure if there's anything I can do about that. It seems like my internet just starts going out at a certain time. Can I get kind of a consensus on how the frame rate is for those watching, just so I know? Because if it's too bad, I'll see if there's anything I can do, but I might also just call the stream a little early and then stream at a time my internet can handle it. While I wait for answers on how the FPS is, here's another Weezer fun fact. I forgot it the second I started talking. Oh yeah, so the you know in Pink Triangle how Rivers Cuomo is singing about being in love with a lesbian who doesn't love him? So apparently he learned that she wasn't a lesbian. He didn't confirm whether she was like bi or... No, wait, no, I remember. So apparently the girl he was singing about on Pink Triangle was just wearing like a pink triangle to like be an ally, to support one of her friends that was gay. But the actual woman herself was straight. So, two fundamental songs off of Pinkerton, El Scorcho and Pink Triangle, were both written with incorrect information. That's the end of the Weezer fun facts, but I do want to say that the person named Lil Uzi Squirt stopped typing, so I think it worked. I think I can actually use Weezer as Zoomer repellent, which is good data. So, ashamedly, it looks like my stream is dropping constantly on my end. And this happened a few streams ago. I don't think there's a lot I can do. So, rather than spend an hour trying to fix it, I think I'm just gonna end the stream a bit early here, so I can resolve this off-stream, and then come back with Metroid probably tomorrow night. So, sorry that these issues have been persistent. I promise I've tried everything on my end, so I'll do what I can to amend it for tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream here, just because I don't want to play another hour of it if it's going to be dropping frames every 10 seconds. But thank you for letting me know. Yeah. I did make progress. I wanted to play more of it, so rather than waiting till Tuesday, I'll probably stream again tomorrow. If that's something you're looking to catch, then I'm usually live around like 8 o'clock. Alright. Take care.